me, KatieBeth again. And as you've seen in some previous week's videos of reviews of mosquito products, you know I have a lot of problems with mosquitoes. And the next thing I wanted to try out is this mosquito incense. But to use incense, you kind of need an incense holder, which led me on another one of those rabbit hole clicky things where I just found a bunch of different incense holders. So I'm going to be unboxing some of the incense holders I found and ordered because they look super cool. So let's get into that. So I'm borrowing my roommate's box cutter to get into these. Oh, some of these might not even need it. So this first box, I'm not even sure which one it is. I just know it's one of the incense holders I ordered. So let's get opening that. I'm really bad at opening stuff. This probably would have been far easier somehow other than taking apart the entire box. So let's get rid of that. See what we got. Ah! I forgot about this one, but I'm still kind of excited. It's a Viking ship. I'm actually surprised on how bright these colors are. See, the bottom of it has little things so it doesn't scratch tables. Let's find out how we put the incense in it. Ugh, that is kind of strong. This is the mosquito incense. There's probably directions. Yeah, there's directions on it, but I'm just gonna see how things go. Uh-oh. So, this mosquito incense is a lot thicker than normal incense, the sticks, I think. I don't remember seeing them this thick ever, but I don't really use incense that often. So it's not fitting into the holder, which was the whole idea why I got this guy. But I guess maybe for a while he can just burn like that. Maybe. Okay, so let's move on to another one. But that is still kind of really cute. Oh, when this Viking boat on fire, that's going to be kind of cute. Okay, moving on to the next one. Let's see if I can get this box open without taking everything apart. And this box says WM, or WW. WW. Let's see. Ooh! So if you hang out with me a lot, you know, I kind of have a weird fascination with gnomes. Oh, his face is kind of uglier than I thought it would be. Oh, and it's a tiny little incense hole too, so I don't think the bug incense is going to work for this guy either. Let's see his little incense hole. He's supposed to be smoking a pipe, so let's see. I don't know about safety, but I'm thinking of kind of sawing these down a little so that they do fit into these incense holes. So it's supposed to be like he has this giant smoking pipe like this, but it's just not fitting into his little mouth hole. So I guess I could hold it like this for a while, but as soon as that burns, it's just gonna... I don't know if when the flame hits the bottom, if it'll put out or if it'll keep burning. Because if it keeps burning, I guess he's kind of holding it tight enough in his hand that as long as it keeps burning, it should hold that part in place. So I want to burn these later too and see how that goes. But super cute. Oh, and while I was in the rabbit hole looking for all of these incense holders, and one of the holes I fell into from looking up that little gnome guy is this little gnome statue. And it did come in 2 sizes, but I think I got the smaller one. So it was like $4 cheaper, and I was like, what am I going to do with them anyways? We'll put them on a bookshelf. And so a small one would be fine. Here we go. Look at this cute little gnome guy. Oh, and he came with a story. At least that's what Amazon said was happening. Okay. So this guy is a Don and Claire is the brand of gnome he is. And there is a story of Gnome Bird, the nerdy gnome. Okay, I'm going to read to you guys the story. With a reference librarian mother and a mechanical engineer father, Gnome Bird the nerdy gnome was destined to be a nerd from birth. In fact, he was actually born wearing glasses, much to the consternation of his mother. I don't know what consternation means. Concernation. Concernation? I'm guessing the root word is concern, and she is concerned about him being born wearing glasses. Back to the story. But like any rebellious youth, the young Gnome Bird at first resisted his nerdy legacy by attempting to join a number of gangs. However, after being consistently turned down for not meeting the minimum height requirement, and after being picked last for dodgeball at school every time, Gnome Bird decided to embrace his nerdiness and apply for a library card. Gnome Bird's life would never be the same. He discovered a world of endless fantasy, thrilling adventure, and infinite universes, all of which he will gladly tell you about in obsessive detail. My kind of gnome. These days, Gnome Bird always has several thick books at his ready because he is a ferocious reader, and because it makes him seem taller. Yeah, I guess if you're sitting on a bunch of books. So tip to me, I might just start sitting on a bunch of books, or standing on books. Just bring them around and put them under my feet. Okay, back to the story. He enjoys the simple life and asks for only two things: that he be allowed to quietly read in the garden, and that you never, ever, under any circumstances, place him next to a girl. Ooh, sorry, Gnome Bird, I'm a girl, but I don't have any girls on my shelves, and all the gnomes I have in my room are dudes, so, Gnome Bird, I think you're gonna be okay. Okay, back to the unboxings of the incense holders. This next one is of death. Let me get this guy opening up. And so I found the trick to not completely take apart the boxes like I did the last one, which is opening the lid and pulling the styrofoam out. You think that'd be like a super duh thing, but I guess it took me 3 boxes to figure it out. Okay. Look at this guy. Oh, he's pretty freaking cool looking. I enjoy this guy very much. So I got all these incense holders for the whole bug bite scenario situation for mosquitoes, but I think I might actually start burning indoor incense because these guys are really cool. Like, I want to put them in the living room and set them ablaze. And the bug incense does smell pretty good. It's not as perfumey as other things. And again, because it's not the typical kind, it's just too thick to fit in there. Yeah, and he just doesn't really have a good holding area like the other ones do. Also, what I think might kind of look cool, though, when an incense does start burning, if all the ashes go in here, this actually would look still pretty cool with ashes just in there. Okay, now let's set these things on fire and see how it goes. Actually, I might need to go to the store and buy some actual incense to see how this one will fit. Or I'll just whittle these down. Let me work on whittling right now. And I'm sure there is probably warnings in the incense directions not to do this, but I really want it to fit in these holders and not have to buy other incense just yet. So I'm gonna keep going with trying to whittle this down. I just remembered I do actually have some carving blades from another project I'm working on. Let me go grab one of those. I have these from a shield carving video I'm working on. It should come out probably this fall because it's taking a while to work on. Oh, this is actually, I feel like this is working a little better, more easily. So I've gotten a little whittled down. Let's see if it fits in his hand yet. Almost. It almost fits in his hand. So let's go a little more. An afterthought, I'm probably going to have to wash my arms and hands after this because the chemicals on this probably aren't that healthy for me. Although I think there's supposed to be more natural ones, so maybe not horrible, but it's still going to need to wash up, I think. Okay, so I've got a little more whittled away. Let's see if Death can handle this now. Ah! It fits. I feel like if I whittle a little more away, it'll be a little better. Now it feels almost a little too loose, like it's... How deep would he hold? I'm wondering how deep this actually is. Try and stick something else in there. I guess I'll try to stick this thread in there and see. It's not that deep of a hole. So you can see he's only holding like a little bit of the thread. So just where that fraying edge on it is. So I guess he just barely holds it. I think I would rate this a little higher if the hole was deeper to stick this incense in. But that will be really cool when I start burning it. I'm going to try the same stick in the other ones and see how much I need to whittle away more. So you can see how much I whittled. So not a huge difference, but just enough so it fits. I want to see how this gnome guy... Still slightly too big for the gnome. And still slightly, just kind of fits. This one I feel like I can jab into the Viking one pretty well. I'm going to whittle it a little further down for the gnome. Ooh, that fit like really well in the Viking one. Okay, I've gotten it a little further down. Perfect! Okay, let's go light these on fire and see how they look. Unboxing and testing these out. I have to say this one was my favorite just because he looks really cool and funny when he's smoking his incense or holding his incense. This one was pretty cool and very functional. I'd say it pretty much caught most of the ashes. So if you were doing indoor incense, this one's probably a great incense holder. This one was the least functional, and then it has all of this boat to catch ashes in, but it barely started catching ashes when it got to like here. And let me show you. It's because of the angle that he's holding the incense at. So he's not holding it straight out. He's holding it so that it comes way out over here, and it just fell all over the bricks. I was really glad I was using this as an outdoor incense holder, and he wasn't ruining my furniture or starting fires in my house. So as you've noticed, I like to review and unbox things on the more obscure side. If you have any ideas of things I can look into, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be aware of more videos, I guess. I don't know why I'm shimmying about it. And wrapping this up a little quicker, thank you, Nerdy, for reminding me. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great night.